Okay, good morning. I'm Sean the Book Maniac, and I'm home in Saskatchewan at my parents' farm. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm the only one up. Jet lag combined with matrimonial intensity has made my jet lag particularly awful this trip. But who cares about that? Look at this sunrise. So I'm just going to give you an unedited take of my parents' farm at 6 o'clock in the morning. My cup of coffee is waiting for me inside, and it's cold, and I'm in a t-shirt. So this is going to be a quick tour. And I hope that sunrise shows up on the video. There's my parents' house. It was originally my grandparents' house, built in 1945. And after my grandfather's death, my parents moved in when I was about 14. My parents were married in 1961, and they began their married life on the top floor of this shop, which was built in the 1940s as well, and is almost on the verge of collapse now. But on the upper left corner, the upper left third, it was the hired man's quarters, and that's where Mom and Dad had the first year of their marriage, while their bungalow, which I'll show you in a minute, was being built. And it has a special place in my life here on the farm, in that when I became a teenager, I got to move out there for the summer and be independent and keep late hours and read books about Queen Victoria until all hours of the night. And it's actually a really, it's kind of my own personal archives, but not nearly that organized. So all my school papers and childhood books and whatnot, comic books and so on, and some of my grandparents' books are up there, but it's a dog's breakfast. That is a combine, for those of you that don't know anything about farming. And that's about all I know about farming. That's a combine. That's a tractor. That's the lawnmower. There's acres of lawn here. Oh, it's cold. Good thing you can't see my nipples right now. It's cold. Did I say that out loud? This is Dad. My dad is 82 and still farming. He gets a lot of help, but he's still very active. And this is how he gets around I think this is a 20-acre farmyard, and he gets around on this a lot. And Mom uses it to go down to the garden where I'm going to take you. Just look at that sky. Can you hear the birds? I hope you can. The original red barn was torn down maybe 30 years ago, and I still feel sad about that because it was a real landmark. There's one of my dad's fields out there. And this is where I began my life on the farm. This was Mom and Dad's house until I was about 14 years old. Currently, and various family members have lived here. Grandma lived here in her widowhood when she'd come out from the city in the summer, and my sister and her first husband started their family life here. It's now lived in by a neighbor who my dad farms with. And here is my mom's famous garden. We had 10 Japanese friends here for the wedding. Spent the day at the farm yesterday, and they went nuts over the garden. Especially my one vegetarian friend who just felt like it was just one big salad bar. It's a wonderful Wonderful garden. We also have an asparagus patch, but it's out of season, so there's nothing to show you. It's over there between a couple rows of trees. There's two patches, and the original one, as you probably know, asparagus is a perennial, so you plant it once and you're done. It comes up every year thereafter. And the original asparagus patch was planted by my great-grandparents, who never lived here, but homesteaded here, and it has been growing annually without us having to do a thing except, what's the verb for picking the asparagus and eating it, since 1915. I think you might need me to repeat that because you won't quite believe it. 1915, 103 years ago. My regret is I am never able to get home in the spring, and asparagus has such a short growing season and doesn't freeze, you can't do anything with it. But I haven't eaten asparagus off the farm for about 30 years, because I'm never able to get home at the right time. But I love telling that story. Alright, so this is the garden, and these are the skies. Saskatchewan has no mountains and not very many trees, but what we've got is beautiful skies. I do know the name of this. This is a rototiller. My dear friend Electra came for the wedding and was the photographer. She does amazing work. The photographs I posted yesterday were hers, and that's just a small sampling. I'm not going to deluge you with more on my channel, but I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of her photos when she gets them processed. But she took a bunch of photos here on the farm, and she had my Kenji and I, and Mom and Dad, sit down on the edge of the road over there. I think that's going to, with all those fields in the background, and I think that's going to be a gorgeous photo. I'll just walk to the edge of the road, show you the sun, and that will be it. Going back into the city today. Today is Tuesday, and Kenji and I fly back to Tokyo tomorrow, Wednesday. We lose the day coming back, so get back Thursday. And luckily, I don't have much work until Tuesday of the following week. So I will get a good... How's that for morning glory, hey? I hope it's in focus. What can I do? Tap, tap, tap. Comes a big truck, ruining the mood. See you when I get back, or talk to you when I get back.